Why don't family, trust, loyalty, and all that other stuff, why is that stuff never mentioned when it's time for a coach to leave and go to a different school? But they'll spin that mess on players all the time. Jacob, I want you to stay here. We're like a family, man. I'm like your father figure, man. What?
Hoop loudy.
Please believe me when I tell you, your coach is not your friend. Your coach is not your father figure. Your coach is not your mother figure. Your coach is a businessman or a businesswoman that just happens to have a whistle around their neck. What you're doing when you get to college is having a business transaction, meaning you bring something to the table, they bring something to the table, and if each other likes what the other person is bringing to the table, then there's the transaction to be made. What you're bringing to the table is your talent, your ability to get the job done on a basketball court and in the classroom. That's what you bring to the table. What they're bringing to the table is scholarship money or the opportunity to play on a basketball team or both and represent their school. If they didn't feel like you brought something to the table to help them, they wouldn't know your name. So stop falling into this mindset of this father figure. I know you see it on TV and they do a great job on March Madness. One shining moment. And you see them hug and embrace and, I love you, son. You've done a great job. Daughter, you're great. I love you. Don't let that cloud your vision on what's going on. This is a business transaction, and you should accept that as such. The reason I tell you this is because I don't want you to let your guard down and feel like people really care about you like that. They don't. I know it sounds like I'm being negative. The only time that you can accept that someone's a mother figure for you or a father figure for you is when you can't do anything for them. That's when you can figure that out. When your eligibility is gone. You're going to find some coaches out there that are going to be father figures for you. You're going to find some coaches out there that's going to be mother figures for you. But you will not find that out until after your eligibility has elapsed. That's when you figure that out. If you go in there wet behind the ears, green, thinking that your college coach is going to be your father figure, that is silly. Go in there with a business mindset. Once you start getting caught up in your feelings about love and trust and family and all that bull crap, you find yourself at a school that you probably shouldn't be with. You find yourself working with a coach that you probably shouldn't be working with. Whether it's your first year, second year, third year, fourth year, it doesn't make a difference. Whether it's basketball, football, tiddlywink, or doggone hopscotch, this is a business transaction. I want the best for you. I don't want you to be suckered into anything else other than what makes sense. What makes sense for you in the classroom, what makes sense for you in the basketball court. All that other frivolity stuff that people try to feed you about family, trust, loyalty, respect, and all that. Let me tell you something right quick. I want to get off this camera, okay? Family, trust, and loyalty only makes sense when a coach is saying that to a player. That's the only time it makes sense. When they want you to resign, come back to the school, go to their school. But riddle me this. Why don't family, trust, loyalty, and all that other stuff, why is that stuff never mentioned when it's time for a coach to leave and go to a different school? But they'll spin that mess on players all the time. Jacob, I want you to stay here. We're like a family, man. I'm like your father figure, man. What? You gotta think about that.